Hello, this is Parmjit Singh. Thank you very much for stopping by to the Passing Cloud series of podcasts, conversations, and meanderings. So, how oftentimes you feel stuck, and it could be within meetings, in your emotional life, in your personal life, in your spiritual life. And there's various ways you can go about taking yourself out of that stuckness. But there's actually one very interesting and one very effective way to get unstuck, and that is simply to ask, what are you stuck on? So, my conversation here is going to be focused on this question and how do you apply this into your professional life, maybe in meetings, strategy meetings, or is it just a kind of check-in meetings within your organizations, or it could be extended to something bigger in your emotional life, in your personal life, in your spiritual life. So this expands upon the work of Ron Friedman, who talks about the idea of asking this question and the telltale benefits of asking this question within organizational meeting is pretty clear. First, it allows you to develop a sense of clarity. Whenever you asking what are you stuck on, you are often challenged with asking a deeper question to clear all the cobwebs in your mind. And that allows you to look at the things more clearly, concisely. And also, as you do that, it can robustify your resilience process. Because in order for you to come out of that stuckness, and once you ask this, what are you stuck on, you have to probably answer a lot more questions and reflect upon various walls and cobwebs in your thinking process and emotional life. So it allows you to develop clarity, it allows you to develop a resilience, it allows you to come out of the coasting process. So if you feel that there's nothing really wrong or nothing to report in your meetings, or there's no challenges or no failures, then probably there's something wrong, especially if you are in the business of innovation or organization always looking way to be more productive in the long term. Also, it allows you to develop a collaborativeness among all the players in meetings. So if you are in, for example, in a group of many people, and each one of us or each one of you ask this question and then reflect upon it and arrive at certain conclusions, then it allows you to be more collaborative. It also allows you to think of it as a dress rehearsal, which means that you're able to foresee some of the challenges, and then once you have foreseen those challenges, you can take proactive approach or steps to overcome those challenges. So in organizational system or ecosystem, asking this question regularly can help you get unstuck and arrive at more creative solution to the problem you're facing. It also allows you to build teams. It allows you to develop trust within the community of all the participants. It allows you to dress rehearsal so that you can foresee the challenges coming up. It allows you to prevent coasting in your organization. And more so, it allows you to develop an ecosystem which is based on mutual trust, where you can speak your mind freely without any judgment. So try asking this question in your meetings. Try asking these questions within your group meetings or larger meetings, and allow people to add in or to be invited into the conversation, to reflect upon their blind spots, to reflect upon their challenges. So this is one way you can move forward your organizational stuckness and come out of it in a more creative, innovative, and robust way. Now, it doesn't have to be stopped here. This question can actually lead you to various insights in your personal life. If you're stuck emotionally, then you can ask this question and allow your mind to reflect upon all the blind spot in your emotional reactions. And more so, it can lead you to a richer, meaningful life. There's a story about Siddhartha, the Buddha, whose book actually was written by Herman Hesse. So the story is about Herman Hesse. My apologies. Herman Hesse wrote this book, Siddhartha, it's a fictionalized story of Buddha. And the story goes that Herman Hesse, when he was writing the book, the first part of the book was all about his life, life of Siddhartha, as he was being brought up in a castle in a kingdom, and he had absolutely no trouble actually laying that out in a beautifully in his book. But then the second part of the book has to or was to be about where he show him being enlightened, where he becomes awake. And the story goes that Siddhartha got stuck because, in order to recount a life, which is very easy to do so, you can consult people, you can ask people, and you can lay your framework, creative framework on that information. But in order to show him enlightened, Siddhartha has to go through a process of his own awakening. And the story goes that it took him long time to do that. And during this process of uh, being awakened, Siddhartha also became deeply more reflective about his own life, his own spiritual life. And as he was enlightening Siddhartha through his work, he also became very awakened. So thus the story goes. So in some ways, whenever we have to ask deeper question, we have to reflect upon our own blind spots and our own cobwebs. So let me invite you to this question, that can you ask these questions in your day-to-day life and think about it, reflect upon it, sit on it, sleep on it, and let's see where it goes. And so next time when you feel stuck, maybe ask, what are you stuck on? And let it sit with you, or let yourself sit with it, or let invite others, if you it is a part of your organizational mandate, to sit on this question, sleep on it, and let them reflect upon it and see where it takes you. Try it. It's an interesting experiment in itself. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for staying, tuning in. If you like these kind of conversation, please take a moment to subscribe, share, leave a comment. That helps us understand and speak to you and interact with you. So once again, thank you, and I will see you next time. Stay curious and reasonably non-judgmental in the meantime. Bye bye for now.
Please subscribe to the channel, like and share. Thank you.